You keep using this word danger. I am the DangerRuss. Me versus my leadership. We talk that leadership shit. I was gonna do the women's edition, but they're all kind of picky. I kind of flicked through a little bit of it. They're real picky and a little bit weird, and I just didn't feel like it. It just takes a lot to climb into a woman's mind, so we just gonna keep it more simplistic.
Hi. Hello, welcome in. What's your name?
My name is Rashad.
Rashad, how old are you?
And the voice, all right. Looks like he's dripped out in all black. A little Johnny Cash situation. No reason to hate him. We'll see what he's got going on for himself. What are we doing? I approve of myself. I got self-respect. What's up? Come out here, greet these beautiful ladies. Go ahead and greet them. Greet women, greet people. Get used to that. But go ahead.
28.
Okay, where are you from?
I'm from Georgia.
Georgia, okay. And what do you do?
I'm on security, and I'm also in school for EMT right now.
Oh, nice. Okay. So what are some things you like to do for fun?
I like horseback riding, ATV riding. I really do spontaneous things.
Okay.
Like, you know what I mean? Like whatever come to mind. I just kind of like try to find things to do to stay active, because I am also out here by myself.
Oh, okay.
So I be trying to do to keep myself busy.
Got it. Okay. And now, what are some things you look for in a woman?
Respect, confident. I do want somebody that's confident, because I am confident, and so and somebody that's got ambition, like that's grinding, trying to get somewhere in life.
Yeah. Okay.
A lot
And
of this, like, why front? You looking for a lady, bro. You ain't looking for all that confident bullshit. And she ain't gonna have it locked down. And sometimes we get a little too confident, and then we just two bulls in the ring, so why lie? If you want feminine shit, say that. Just quit using the word feminine. Quit talking about cooking and cleaning. I might break down the Stephen A. Smith thing I saw. I was pretty disappointed with it. But I don't like him anyway.
Your deal breakers.
My deal breakers is somebody that's like loud in public, very rude to other people though,
I agree.
That's about it though. Anything else I can work on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Perfect. So we did get a
We
pop
want-
balloon. Come on down over here.
That's too bad.
Let's see why she popped. All right. Your name and age, and why did you pop your balloon?
I'm Nona. I'm 24, and I pop my balloon because sometimes I get loud in public. Like I like to be a good time. I like to go out with my girls, and yeah, you said that's a deal breaker.
Yeah, I respect.
Yeah, and I mean, if that's just not you, that's just not you. I guess if she was being real loud, I really don't care for that either. We all at the table having a good time. You just showing out to get attention and shit, doing all this hooting and hollering and banging on the table. Like, I don't need that in my life. We grown. Let's act grown. You want to have a good time, go out and have a good time. But if she's knowing herself, he's knowing himself, and no one's in the wrong.
I respect it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now, is she someone that's your type apart from her, being a little loud in public?
Actually, respectfully, no, but respectfully no, but she is beautiful though. But
Man, you ain't got to
not
take it there. Just go ahead and be polite.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did get another pop your balloon?
Jame, 24. I popped my balloon because you said you didn't like her hair. We black. Our hair comes in all types, shapes, sizes, styles, everything, and that's like kind of like one of the most disrespectful things you could say, in my opinion.
Okay, I respect that. Respect.
Now, is she someone that's your type?
Oh, of course, she beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You're handsome as well.
Did he say he didn't? Let's go back. Let's see if he said he didn't like her hair. Now I'm curious. Because I don't care for her hair either.
No, but respectfully no, but she is beautiful though, but it's not my type of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and what makes her not really your type?
On the hair, it's the hair for me. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Thank you. Did get another pop? Ooh,
Yeah,
okay,
and
let's
I
just
don't
stay
give,
right on
and,
over
and this
here.
could be a lot of things, like this her friend or something like that, or she's just, like I said, they're a little bit weird today. It's an honest question. It's an honest answer. Like, I really don't care for the hair neither. I don't know what it is. It's kind of like cut in half. I don't like, if it's the style, I'm not feeling it. But she might not like his hair. So what we supposed to do? All be weird, But this is how women, or we black women. No, I mean, if the nigga got weird old hair, you're going to be the first person talking about him. So it's weird, she being weird. So we lost her by virtue of being honest. Sometimes honesty just takes it out for us. And there we go, more weird shit. Let's fast forward. Was he done?
And I do want that to be known. That's it.
And how many kids do you have?
I have 2.
2 kids. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's go down and see why they.
No, it's all good.
They all pop. So we gonna move ahead. Bad example. So I mean, with something like talking to women and you suck and every interaction with a woman can't be gold. Just take the pressure off yourself. I think that's what the theme of this one is. You really gotta take the pressure off yourself. Like, he didn't do anything horribly, horribly wrong. He was dressed nice. He kept himself up. Got a little business, trying to do his thing. Like, what was really wrong with this motherfucker? A little quiet, a little boring. But sometimes we got to be honest with you. If there's weird niggas and weird motherfuckers, like, yo, bro, it's weird. Like, I mean, like how many dudes would you say is weird? I would say 72% and shit. Okay, well, so it stands to reason it's gonna be some weird bitches too. Every woman got some weird to him, just like every way dude got some weird to him. But like I chew the skin on my fingernails. That's weird. I religiously do it now. Well, I actually don't do it as much anymore, but I used to, as a kid, just chew the skin on my fingernails. That's weird. Like, but whatever. So everybody got weird shit. I knew a motherfucker that read Charlotte's Web before she went to bed every night. That shit is weird. So you can sit there and say that, damn, they beautiful. Oh, this is what that meant, or this what this meant. Listen, sometimes it's just weird. So this is where you really got to be locked down with self and just like, I'm just going to move forward and be me. Because sometimes you got rejected for a weird fucking reason. Sometimes you got, dumped. I've been dumped for weird reasons. Right? Like, that don't even make me but people just do that. Right? I had one that heard my voice and I think it went bad. Like, she was about to, I knew it was going to be going good for about an hour. And I called her for some odd reason. I think my phone was down or something like that and I was late. So I was like, I'm going to call, let her be late. And then she ghosted right at the last moment. Is that me? I'm calling to be, you know what I mean? So sometimes it is actually not you. So don't put all the fucking stock in it in the world, especially even if she's attracted. If you just had a conversation, that's all you had. If she's the cute bitch at Starbucks, don't take it any farther than that until it is. She's the cute bitch at Starbucks. Y'all be talking. That's her job to talk. She cute. A lot of niggas talk to her. Okay, so if you're not gonna do nothing, then go away. And if you are gonna do something, you're probably the 5th nigga today to sit there and try to holler at it. You can't take this whole fucking thing so personal.
Name.
My name is Charles.
Charles, how old are you?
Charles.
I'm 27.
And where are you
I miss
from?
my Uncle Charles,
Michigan.
y'all. Whoa, what happened?
Okay, and what do you do?
I'm a game developer. I study computer science, and I also
See what I mean?
make
They're
music,
weird.
play instruments, produce, write. A little bit of everything.
Okay, cool. What are some things you like to do for fun?
Travel, hiking, mostly outdoor activities and stuff like that.
Nice.
So yeah.
Okay, cool. And what are some things you look for in a woman?
Someone that know how to communicate well, someone who knows themselves and know what they want in a relationship, and someone that can pour into me just as much as I pour into them.
Nice.
We don't need all that.
That's good. And now, what are some of your deal breakers?
Nobody hears that right. Dudes, if it sounds weird to you, it usually don't hit for women. Like even saying that to something I just need her to pour in. It's a number one answer, for hoes that trying to be in a romantic novel. But that's not a real nigga answer, right? I need you to pour in. She's not going to pour into me. I do a lot. I help with a lot. When you do the actual job, it's a lot. And she's going to try to contribute and follow your lead or whatever. You're not going to pour into me. Okay. I don't even know what it means. What does it mean? Like, I've never sat around with some niggas at a table and been like, yo, pouring into me, dog. I gotta have that. Okay. So it's a phrase you stole from women, which means, you know, it's from some show up motherfucker on a microphone. You know, it's me. Like you probably got about 60% of the story about me. Anybody behind a microphone is only gonna give you the real, you know, decent shit. So motherfucker can get on the microphone all motherfucking day. Oh yeah, I got to have a man that pours into me. And who she with? She with Rashad, and all he do is pour dick into the bitch. Well, what happened? Well, it turns out there's a 40% that like to get dick down and kind of like the way he frustrates her and all this other stuff. So, you know, it's a lot of motherfuckers, you know. And Rashad's probably a douchebag too, right? 2 baby, 3 baby different mamas and everybody, you know, fucking everybody at the club. You know, 42, still think he 22. You know what I'm saying to you? So just take the pressure off of all of it. He got popped and he's hung in there, so let's give him points for that. This will play with the rest of them. This will play subconsciously. They won't be like, I like the way. They'll be like, they'll feel it later. They'll be like, he seems confident. But subconsciously, they said, this is a man who stands in. And so if he keeps his cool, like, it's just going to be great from here on out.
Someone who don't know how to communicate properly. Hygiene. And someone who put on the front just for me.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Kind of like
so
that too,
some
actually.
Pop balloons. Let's head on
I
down.
agree. I was
and see
thinking that
why
earlier.
they
I
popped.
hate
We'll
when
start
people
here
front.
first. All right. If we can get your name and age, and why did you pop your balloon?
I'm Ebony. I'm 25, and I pop my balloon just off of I'm not attracted to him. Yes.
Okay.
I mean, the fit's not going to be
And,
for
she's
everybody,
someone-
but I could fuck with it if that's just him. Like, if this is something you could catch him out wearing, and this is what he would wear on a first date or whatever, I could live with it. It is not grown man fit, but he's like, yo, I think he popped because he was young. They said he was young. Well, he's like, I'm a young cat. I keep it fresh. I got that young funky style. You know how we do. He's not going to be for everybody. Some women ain't going to like the braids. Somebody ain't going to like the tattoos, or somebody ain't going to like the way he talk. You got to take the pressure off yourself. You know, you're just not going to be everybody's cup of tea. You really aren't. So there's not a person on this earth that gets all the hoes. You're just not going to be everybody's cup of tea. You know, you could be dope out here. You know, it's some K-pop niggas in Korea. They get all the hoes. Right? They come out here, people like looking at, they go to Atlanta, you know, motherfuckers looking at them stupid. You know, it's a cowboy motherfucker, you know, out of Mississippi. You know, he go to New York and people be like, yo, this nigga weird. You know, he sound like he a bumpkin and shit. You know, it's a gangster nigga. He king of the gangster niggas. Then he go out to Platteville, you know, Wisconsin, and he ain't pulling it like he used to. So you just not going to be for everybody. Well, what's that tell you? Be where you're appreciated. Start there. Find out what kind of people are attracted to you. You know, look back through your past girlfriends, the women that say yes. Is there a common theme? You know, could be a curvier girl, could be they not top bitches. Like, I don't really do well with top bitches, but you know, curvy girls and, you know, video game playing nerd motherfuckers feel me. Some people might pull the blonde, some people might pull only black women or Hispanic. You know, stay where you're appreciated. You know, that's really the key too for me. Like, just don't go no, like, if it's like a place with all hoes, but I'm being treated like shit by the staff, it's crowded and hot and loud, I don't need to be out there. Go where you can appreciate something and go where you're appreciated. And the people that feel the same way as you, they're going to be there. You know, people that think how you think is going to be where you at. You got to be true to self. Sometimes yourself is the right answer because you're putting yourself where you need to be. You know, you an army type nigga. You love God and shit. Okay. That's fantastic. Thank you for loving God. Guess where you not going to be? You're not going to be at the club. You're probably not doing good out there. Okay. But let's say you at church a lot. You go to church socials. You on certain things on Match.com, more people that's taking more relationship. You're not on Tinder, right? You're not feeling that. And then, maybe you're a conservative, so you hang out at those spots, or you like different type music, so you be at those spots. Or you play it straight and people are attracted to you anyways. Or he always wears suits, but he looks crispy. And he a man of God, but I can tell he works out, takes care of himself. He's a force of fucking nature. It's almost like they were saying, the more that if you flesh you out, and really get into you and get in between your ribs and love some of the dirty parts of you too, man. That's a real key too. Don't just sit in, I'm the best nigga alive. I might be in my dirty stank drawers playing Madden on Saturday night. So what? That's what I do. I don't want to go out to the club with you nasty motherfuckers. Or, maybe I smoke something. Maybe I do this gummy, or maybe maybe I'm straight laced in a motherfucker. I'm on the grizzly. I'm just grinding in a motherfucker. So I don't have no time for you goofy motherfuckers. Okay, well, that's me knowing self. I'm going to be I might want to know who's doing what I'm doing. I'm going to be looking for who's doing what I'm doing. Okay? I'm not going to make $1 million off the grizzy and then be like, okay, cool. Now it's time to smoke weed and be an asshole. I'm going to be like, okay, cool. I'm a network than a motherfucker. Who got the money? Who got the deals? Who got the sales? Who can teach me something about something? Let me find a woman who got social media locked. She can run my social media. That's how we're going to connect. So motherfuckers is out here like, yo, I'm a carpenter by day and then I just fuck off at night. Who's going to fit in with you? Because you don't even like spending your time with you. It's not like, yes, it is like she's not going to want to either. But also if you're just like, yo, I'm bored enough. But she can't also be, she's a likelihood to be also very boring and very plain. Most women are very boring and very plain internally. We all are, right? So come on, when's the last time you met one with a magical personality? So if I'm just fucking off and I don't like me, and then I meet some plain motherfucker who really don't like herself and she don't got nothing going on neither, what the fuck? It's not gonna go good.
You're attracted to? Is she your type?
Yeah, she's beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah, she's pretty.
Head on down this way. Okay, your name and age, and why did you pop your balloon?
Ayana, 23. You're really cute. I just don't do nose rings. No nose ring.
Right. What's
really
he supposed to do about
Thank
that?
you. Thank you.
And now, is she someone that's your type?
Of course. Yeah, very beautiful.
you.
No.
Like the dress,
Thank you.
the white, the white heels and everything.
Thank
Got a
you.
nice fit.
You got the white on.
All right, your name and age, and why did you pop your balloon?
My name is Candace and I'm 24. Are you sagging?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, these flare jeans.
The dude before
No,
was
I was
sagging, and so they all popped. They was like, your style is whack. And so we just being weird now, right?
This.
No, the waist part.
Oh, no, yeah, I'm not saying.
No, yeah, okay. Okay. It was just the visual of the jeans, but still, I'm not too big of a fan of the outfit.
Appreciate it.
So what about the fit?
It's a lot.
I feel like if we did match and we went out after,
To Leo, skipping the buy one get.
we just wouldn't look the part
I
together.
can adjust.
And I'm kind of with her on that one. She's just saying if I want to go out and look good, I look good in my black dress. You dress like, a nigga about to go. Shit, I don't even know where he's about to go. He's not even going to go to a nice club. He's going to go to the club on the south side. That's where he's headed. He's headed to the club on the south side. We got ruffles on the pants and the tattoos is all over the place. And we got the hair, he's advertising I'm kind of a rocker, maybe punk rock. I'm out there, I do, you're not going to be like, if this dude was like, yo, I just stay at home and, I'm a nerd's nerd, you'd be like, really? But yeah, she's saying I'm on something a little more grown. I can fuck with that. That's not on her and that's not on me.
Of course, but you're here. Yeah, and that's the whole point. Yeah. It's just, yeah.
It's a bitch that'll be like, oh, he too grown. It's too serious. I'm just trying to have fun. You just not you just can't do too much. You really can't do too much 0 to 6. That's why we talked about that. 0 to what can you really do?
And now is she
You
someone
know,
that's your
she a
type?
love of my lifetime. Like, come on, you haven't met her. She hasn't met you for real, for real. We haven't been all up under each other for a long time. You know, and let's say, like, she boring, and they be like, oh, you didn't mac her down properly. You ain't got this, you ain't got that. She boring. You know, you do too much with some of the women that might have rejected you. Like, some of the times I think about the women that rejected me in my life, I'm like, that bitch is gonna be boring as fuck. Like, I mean, it would have been a great, you know, smash, or it would have been like a decent certain situation. But like I said, I've met more than one bitch that all they do is watch TV. Like, what you be doing? Oh, I got my shows, or oh my God, I like to watch. Have you seen this show? And I'm like, fuck no. And that's it. He'd be like, okay, what you get up to on the weekend? Well, I binge watch stuff. And you're like, yo, that's all you fucking do? I'm telling you. But that same motherfucker be like, I don't feel a click. Well, it probably is that masculine, you know, not setting off something inside of her. But it ain't something to, like, you know, lose your mind over or be like, you know, crying in the street about.
Of course, yeah, she's beautiful too. Like the black.
Yeah, she's good looking.
Everything.
Matching a little bit. It's just
Okay, just a little
not
bit.
on the same.
I understand.
Yeah.
Right. She could be good looking and weird.
All right, your name and age, and why did you pop your balloon?
Hi, I'm Nyla. I'm 24. I'm not attracted to. That's it.
I mean, that's honest.
And is she someone that you would go for?
Yeah,
Hell
I like
yeah.
the tattoos on your arm. Also,
Thank
I'm
you,
a big
thank
tattoo
you,
person,
thank
as you
you.
see. So, yeah, very.
Thank you.
Thank you.
On this way. Your name and age, and why did you pop
It's
your
a
balloon?
nice lineup.
Jamie,
But like I
24.
said, they weird.
Just
It's a nice lineup, but they weird. You see what I'm saying to you? So you do all the black women are like that. Yeah, bro, these white bitches, come on. They come from a lot of white dudes who are weird. You know, do you know a lot of white dudes? Well, they're raising daughters. So don't go too much with the white shit.
Jen, but I do like your tattoo, your Naruto tattoo.
Oh, thank you.
And is she someone that's your type?
Beautiful. I like the hair
Thank you.
a lot. So,
Let's go on down over here. Okay, you held on for quite some time. Let us know why you popped, but your name and age first.
I'm known. I'm 24, and a few of the tattoos, the 777 and the smiley face.
okay.
Sorry.
No, it's all good. It's all
So you
good.
say you popped because of those tattoos? Okay. Can you explain a little more as to why?
Right.
Yeah, I just am not the biggest fan of them. I'm sorry. It comes off as mean, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now is she someone that's your type?
Not really, but I do love the dress. The orange on you complements your skin and
Thank
everything.
you.
The black, beautiful skin.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's pretty well
We'll pop
done.
down over
That's pretty
here.
well done.
All right. Your name and age, and why did you pop your balloon?
Hi, I'm Kiki, and I'm 23. The reason I popped my balloon is initial attraction, but also I wanted to hear what you had to say. And then you said that you're from Detroit. I'm from Texas. It's already like a long commute. So I was like, yeah, it is what it is.
Well, I will say this. I do have a place down in Dallas also. So I moved my great grandparents down there.
Yeah, you
Take
got
care of
you
them
fucked up
back
and got the
forth,
ball.
so
You got the paper.
Okay,
just saying, yeah.
noted.
Okay.
So you go down there quite often?
Pretty often, yeah. I'm a family guy, so I take care of my great grandparents and then take care of my mom in Detroit. So I'm back and forth quite often.
How often are we talking?
Like every other month I switch between.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
So what you thinking? You want the balloon back or?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay. Let's get the balloon back for her.
You see what I'm saying? Like, what was it? Money?
All right. There you go. We'll be back. Let's head on back down. Okay. So we now have 3 unpopped balloons. Go ahead and ask our remaining ladies a question.
What are some hobbies that you like doing?
Okay. Some of their hobbies. Let's start here. Name and age, and what are some of your hobbies?
My name is Tasia. I'm 23.
Any ladies a question?
What are some hobbies that you like doing?
Okay.
yeah,
Some of
hobbies.
their hobbies. Let's start here. Name and age, and what are some of your hobbies?
My name is Tasia. I'm 23. I do a lot of yoga, Pilates, boxing, aerial.
What's
I think
area?
that's it. Walking. That's it. Journaling.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Let's head down over
So it's an okay
here.
question to ask, but what you gonna do off that? What we gonna journal together? We're gonna walk together. We're gonna take a biking course together. So just talk like regular human beings. See if she fuck with you. Just talk and throw in some flirty flirt. Break balls here and there. Don't be a pushover. Don't overcomplicate it.
All right, your name and age, and what are some of your hobbies?
Ashley, 23, and I also do yoga as well.
I don't like her eye contact.
I don't really do much hobbies besides that, but I normally just like to do things like go out, sit out, have a picnic, I like hiking too. I like landscaping. I like seeing all those, so I do travel to see that.
Thank you. And your name and age, and what are some of your hobbies?
Hi, I'm Kiki. I'm 23. Some of my hobbies, well, recently, I picked up going to the gun range, trying to better my shot. I want to get into powerlifting as well. And yeah, I like being outside in nature and stuff.
A real Texan.
That's what they be doing out there.
All right, go ahead and ask them another question while we're down here.
Okay. What's something from your last relationship?
I give him 2 points. I give him 2 points for the ad lib, the commentary. He did something with it. My mind jumps to places with powerlifting and what was the other thing? Shooting guns. I don't get into that neither. So you can go like, that's not very feminine, masculine. Hey, the bitches protecting themselves. Y'all niggas ain't there. Y'all don't like black women, so now they got straps. Straps and money, now you're fucked. That's not fair. We need to take away their right to vote. They're going to take away your right to vote.
Grow about yourself.
I would say, like, if there's an issue, speak on it right then and there instead of waiting until it builds up and it just adds on, and before you know it, it's like a bigger argument than it needed to be. So
I agree.
Perfecting my communication.
Okay.
What about you?
Throwing it right on back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a little bit of interest. She said, okay, cool. She said you kind of talked me into it.
Well, I have to say the same thing. I have done
bad eye contact
in a relationship, and I had problems with speaking up. Bro. So I've learned to speak up when it's needed. So, yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks.
What about over here? Answer to this question.
I can also say speaking up as well, but also setting boundaries. I don't really think I do that a lot. So I feel like that's where the confusion happens, and then it can just be, repetitive and a lot of arguments. So
setting boundaries. Thank you.
It's a very shut down personality, and there's nothing to take from that either. She'll get into an argument, she'll get pissed off, she's a woman, she's a human being. So what could you take from that? A lot of these questions largely pointless. So calm down, take pressure off it, have a little fun. There's no fun here at all, so there's just nothing going on.
From down there? No. Okay. So your question, if you want to go ahead and repeat it for her.
What's something your last relationship that you had to outgrow about yourself?
Oh, outgrow.
And he's got a very quiet energy about himself.
Well, I would say
it's not the worst question in the world.
Based off potential instead of where they already are. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I just don't do the potential. You have to already be there already.
All right, thank you.
And a lot of this, it's tricky with women. I hate to keep commenting, but what she's saying is probably I fuck with dudes that was goofballs and didn't have nothing. They crashed on my couch type niggas. And they fucked good and they were fun, but that it didn't go to nothing. But he was always like, I'm about to be a rapper. I'm about to get on her. But then like she came home and he wasn't doing shit. Well, did you write some rhymes? Nah, it doesn't work like that. Damn. Can't you see I'm playing this Madden? Like, this the nigga you want to emulate and be around. I mean, it's why you're Chad and Tyrone. I mean, they're probably twats. Okay. They bagged the bras, but like you probably wouldn't like these niggas in real life. So why you want to be like them? Not everybody's likable. So she's saying, I want someone. So they're talking about he got to have ambition. He got to have ambition. I got to have ambition. Okay. Well, that's about him being able to support her as a man, support a family, being intelligent and not always focused on me going and getting what you want. But then sometimes it's just like I dated a loser, so I'll go with the ambition. So sometimes the answer is even more confusing. This is why I guess we can't do the show women's edition today. Sometimes it's bullshit because she's talking about the dude that she thinks would be best. So if Tyrone cheated on my new lady and he was thug dicking the bitch, he just dicked the fuck out of her. But he cheated with her next door neighbor. Okay, so we on a date, and I'm the nicest Russell that there ever lived. I'm giving all the perfect answers. I just believe that black women should be treated like queens and all this. Well, what happens when she starts giving me her new truth? I want a guy who's ambitious, and it's just all the opposite of him. I want a guy who shows up every day, who's present. I want a guy who understands that I'm not just a piece of meat. I can be talked to. I want a guy who has his own car. And I'm like, oh, he doesn't have his own car. Oh, my last boyfriend did, and he was a piece. Okay, so you see? So I'm like, cool, I'm in. I have a car. I didn't fuck up. And then we get in the bedroom. And it's about what you would expect from that type person. If he's a perfect answer in the street, and he's going to try to be the perfect answer in bed, and real worried, over monitoring her and her behavior, trying to do everything that he heard in a Jill Scott. Oh, not Jill Scott. I love Jill Scott, but someone in a fucking record, Sade record or something like that, right? And he's playing like Mariah Carey songs while he hits it, right? So. And she's like, this is not it. Like, my body does not respond to this. The sex is not good. I don't like this music. Why is he playing girl music? He's so nice. He's always polite. Sometimes I'm in a bad mood. I just need someone that's going to chill me out sometimes. What the fuck? Yeah, and so it's like that. And so then she says it's not a spark. I'm out after 2 weeks, right? And then I see her again with another shady nigga. I'm like, damn, bitches love shady niggas. Well, one, that's one woman. But two, I missed a lot that he didn't. At the very least, it was man. He mans poorly, but it was man. Okay? So it's like a dude from work. You like some dudes from work. You're like, oh, that's my guy from work. But you'll never drink with him. You'll never fuck with him on the strength. Why not? Because it's polite. Like, you're like, he's cool. He makes me laugh. It's polite. It's work. Whatever. But you'll never be like, yo, nigga, come over and get this beer and we're going to have brats and shit, man. You'll never bite this nigga out to no place with some bad bitches, because you probably know the nigga don't know how to man. It's a difference, right? So it's some dudes that they just like you cool, and it's some dudes you really fuck with. And you don't know if you like all your best friends sometimes. Y'all had it out. Y'all fought a couple times. Sometimes he's annoying, sometimes this, but that's your people. You be like, hey, when your back's against the wall, that guy. And you'll say too, like, we don't always get along, but that's my guy though. Like, that's what we're saying. That's family. You don't always get along with family. But it's the same with bra. She put on this public facing, polite, goofy bullshit. We lose our mind. Oh my God, she's nice to me. She loves me. But she's a whole nother motherfucker. So what do I mean to say with that? You gotta have, number one, the qualities of an ex-boyfriend. I hate to say it like that. You need to imbue the qualities of a quality ex. You could tweak it. You say, okay, I'm not gonna be narcissistic and manipulative. You say, okay, well, I'm not gonna cheat on her with half the city. But you need to have the qualities that the ex had.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and hand you a pick now. There you go. And I'm going to have you pop one of their balloons.
It's the worst part.
I know.
Sorry.
Don't apologize.
Okay.
This is a show.
All right, so why was your balloon unpopped?
I was hearing him out. He's attractive. I was going to ask about the tattoos, but we haven't.
They
got
got
to
some
the
weird
hood, but
tattoos.
Okay.
He's cute, and I wanted to hear more.
And that's
And
what
why'd you
people
end up
don't
popping her
understand
balloon?
about bras. There's so many checklists that she has to do to release. She has to do a safety security thing. She has to know you got that covered. Okay. She's also got to feel safe around you to let you have a look at the logical. The leader is what? Largely protection and logical to start, right? So the logical, that intelligent, that discipline, that discerning side has to let go. And so it doesn't matter if he's good looking. It doesn't matter if he's fat and goofy. It doesn't matter if he's white. It doesn't matter if he's black. You still got to do the checklist. Everybody got the checklist. She might not go through it for niggas. She said, I don't like black guys. Cool. I'm not going to even get going. But if you a white dude, you still pass the safety and security checklist. Can you handle safety and security? Do you make me feel safe and cared for? Do you care for me as a human being? Intelligence. Do you now have the plan? Do you now have the direction? Are you intelligent enough to make decisions? Do you have a masculine element that can make decisions? Are you interesting? Do you have ambition? Do you have some of that leadership? Do you have stories? Do you have insight? Because there'll be times I need you to motivate and give me insight. So she's saying, let me hear the motherfucker out, because that's how you figure out all that shit. What's the truth? She's hearing you out, but also seeing how you act. And most importantly, she's seeing whether her body and her curiosity, that mind, is singing the right song. And so it's some niggas, they don't look good. You might be a big nigga like me, or you might be scrawny or weird looking, you think. But it don't matter if the tuning fork inside of her goes off. And so what you're looking to do is be that masculine thing to set off the tuning fork in as many women as you can. That's different than Mr. Perfect Answer, because that's not the tuning fork. It only goes off for man. The more you discover about yourself and your masculine side, the better off you are. I want to set off the tuning fork, but then, like I said, a lot of times we think, oh, I got discipline and consistency. That's still just some of that adult shit. That don't mean shit to her. And what's going on? Are you consistently taking her on good dates? Are you consistently making the bitch laugh? Do you consistently care for her well-being? Or are you some regular type assholes like, yo, every day I do 50 push-ups?
When she first answered, it was I don't really do anything outside of yoga.
Oh, okay.
And so,
yeah, this shit is boring.
This year I really been being a little more outside, traveling, doing activities and all that. So
she'll push back too.
Just that.
But I said I'd be traveling though.
Yep.
True. But also,
it's a trap. It's a
few other things I have more in common with the other ladies. So
he should have just kept it there.
Thank you.
I have more in common with the other ladies.
We now have 2 unpopped balloons. Go ahead and ask them another question.
It was a trap question because he was like, well, what's up with some interesting shit that you do? But then I grade you off that shit. It's tricky because they'll do the exact same thing. So tell me about your last relationship. Well, I was good for 2 years and then she cheated. It was her and I got over it. Okay, well, it doesn't sound like you got over it. Plus, I don't think that you have the masculinity. I'm trying to figure out like why she cheated, so I don't feel that. You're like, yo, you asked me the motherfucking question. Do you want me to lie? But the question is a trap. It leads to nothing. So what are like your top 4 worst qualities? That's a trap. Okay? I can answer honestly, but she's got a negative mind and she's leading me around and I'm just answering perfectly. And she's like, I just don't think we have a spark. Well, bitch, you was negative the whole time. Sometimes people are in their own way. And here's where we need a leader. Sometimes a leader is not necessarily the smartest or the most bold. Sometimes the leader has a sense of direction and people are like, all right. Trump is a great analogy there. You know, people didn't know they wanted some Trump qualities before they heard him. They were like, all right, you know, and now we're in the mess we are in today. But, you know, and you know where she kind of says, I'll hear you out. Sometimes she, like, I think she's saying my body and I will hear you out and see if we respond. And so if we had flavor, if we had a smile, if we had the masculine shit, the confidence, the conversation, we had the curiosity about her, the little flirty flirt, playing around a little bit. If we had great eye contact, we smelled good, we came looking straight up with it. Okay, maybe even though our hobbies and shit don't align, she's like, yo, okay, I see it. I feel it more than I see it. And I, like I said, I read a story like a while back. The nigga was quadriplegic. He had this bitch on lock. He said the tongue was nice. And I bet the tongue was nice. She was coming left and right? But I also bet you this nigga was confident. And this nigga didn't give a fuck he was in a chair. He was all about this girl that was giving him play. He was 110% down. And he probably could check the motherfucker. You know, it's one thing to be turned away by a nigga. It's another thing for a nigga in a wheelchair to be like, I'm done with you. You know, that probably really humbled her. you know, if that nigga say, you know something, you've been doing this all night. You've been biting, and I asked you about it. No, it's fine. You can't handle a real woman. You know what? I'm good then. Why don't you just go ahead on home? And she was like, are you for real right now? And then like she called and he was like, nah, fuck that. And then she called like a couple of days later and she was like, are you over your little temper tantrum? And he was like, click. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, what? This nigga he cannot walk. But that's the man stuff. Like, bitch, we don't align. Get out of here. And she's like, oh my God, that's interesting. What sets off the man is not about like, yeah, take her down and don't align. It's about he is a man and he believes in himself. He respects himself and he's headed on his direction. Wow, I found this guy sexy. He had other qualities and he made me feel some things. Look at this guy.
What is a long-term goal you have?
Yeah, he's just going to ask weirdo questions.
This year or even
look at
years
our
to
lad.
come.
God damn,
Okay.
she look good.
Long-term goal for this year or years to come?
That always look.
Okay, well, I want to open up a med spa soon.
What?
And I would say I want to get married and have kids later down the line.
Okay.
Let's head on down here. All right. What's a long-term goal, right? You have for this year or any time coming up?
I would say for this year is to graduate with my bachelor's in criminal justice with a minor in psychology, and then also long-term.
I'm about to graduate. What's the commentary off that? That is just take what's in front of you. Right? What's the commentary? Don't even play it sexual. Oh, congratulations. I see you, big business. Okay, I like seeing that. You know, we do our intelligent thing. I like the sexy. I mean, come back to you. What do you like? What do you approve of? This is where some of that commentary is going to be generated. You are the commentary generator. You know, I probably say 85% of dudes. The lady talks more, right? But the dude can play off that in a way that's man. So she can go out and tell the story. Guess what? I don't even know. They were out of peanut butter at Whole Foods. My organic peanut butter. And the girls can be like, oh my God, don't you just hate that? And I'm like, you know where you should go. But did you try this? Oh my God. And they're all over the place, right? What's a dude gonna say? Oh yeah. That's what gonna be like. Oh yeah. He was mad, huh? Oh my God. But see, it changed. See, the first time they were just talking about bullshit and but then now she's like, okay, cool. Let me unload on the leader. He lets me bitch. He lets me be honest. Wow, I get to be free. It ain't like my father and them. A lot of dudes can't do that, but that's ideally what the thing should be. She can unload a little bit, but she just can't be bitter the whole fucking night. And she's, oh my God, and I just don't understand that. Plus, I got to pay $8. I pay $8 for the thing. You don't even have it. Like, what's the point? Why are you even there? Oh, yeah, okay, well, Why don't you get some different peanut butter? That's the one that I like. It's the healthiest one. What am I going to eat? I don't know. I'm freaking out. All right. Shit. Do they have an online website? Oh my God. What if they have it on Amazon? Oh my God. You're so smart. You see, but like the dude, like we're solution based, number one, which is okay. But it's also, we can be a sounding board. We can, we can come up and hold her. We can come and take her in the bathroom. You see, you get this bad fucking mood. I'm not going to fuck the shit out you tonight. I know. I just, like, you know what I'm saying? Like that. We could get her on task. You'd be like, all right, cool. So, I mean, are we having supper or are we not having supper? What's going on? Oh, yeah, I'm on it. I don't know. Don't you just hate that? Like, yeah. But, it happens, But check this out. Why don't we, we'll slide by there tomorrow. Okay. I don't know why I get so worked up. I just had a bad day. And then you find out there's something else behind now. But do you see where the man unlocks that? Whereas her friends sometimes derail the conversation to all their bullshit. And then she can't even be like a mean bitch or this and that. This is why a lot of the girlfriends, they try to get cute. You better treat her right. We've been through some things and blippity blorp. And, they don't like you, right? And they can't figure out, like, why is she with him? Because she's a different person with a man. It's the same way. You and I could be talking at a bar. We're going to talk about different things. There's certain things we not going to touch. Somebody might have got, let's say a friend of mine got fired. So I know that was your friend. That was your party. I mean, are you mad? Like, nah, it was fucked up, though. They shouldn't have did that shit. That's sad, though, when you lose a friend. Yeah, he was a good guy. Well, you should keep in touch. We should find him on Facebook. Yeah, maybe I should do that shit. You know what I'm saying to you? But if it was a dude, he would never be like, well, you should look him up on Facebook. Like a dude would be like, oh, yeah. I mean, that's business, though. Yeah, that's true. That's business. You see what I'm saying to you? So there's different conversations that we have. And so it's really annoying to like, yeah, I don't need her. And she's like, yeah, I don't need no man. It's like, yo, but these are the only people we can do certain things with. Okay? Another man can never ask me about how I feel about something. Another man could never like sigh in my arms. Another man can never like, be completely peaceful and humming and shit, cooking dinner for me. A man can never like, he's not going to dress up for me and shit. A man's not going to cheer if I had a great presentation at work. I could come home and tell her that. She, oh my God. I come home and tell a dude, yo, I had a dope ass presentation. It's okay. That's what's up. I see you. It was hard, huh? Yeah, this motherfucking presentation. Corporate America ain't no joke, dog. That's all you're going to say on it. But she's going to be like, oh my God, we should totally celebrate. No, You're like, that's your cheerleader. That's your fan. That's your homegirl. That's, she's sexy. She fun. She got a little evil side to her. She wild. She goofy. She celebrates weird shit. She gets excited for flowers. If you gave a nigga flowers, he'd be like, what the fuck, bro? You could get him anything. You could be like, I know you like basketball, so I got you these basketball cards. And the dude's gonna be like, bro, that's the weirdest shit I've ever seen you fucking do. But, if a bitch like, gardening and you got her some custom made Thailand, eggplant bulbs, she's gonna be like, oh my God. And you're like, it's a nice feeling. So we both front like we don't need each other and we don't really respond to each other. We do man things that they don't normally get. And she do women things that we don't normally get. That's why this shit is dope. But we fucked it all up.
Would be to open up my own business and with dealing with waxing.
Ghirardelli caramel squares.
None at all.
Okay. Okay, sorry, that's
That's it? Okay.
Again, even just the commentary it's gonna be a game changer. Just the ability to do commentary. It really will. Commentary, if you had nothing else but commentary on the first date that was decent, you'll be just fine. And that's not even saying a lot. It's just the bar is that low.
All right. Any questions?
She say something like, I got a dog. You're like, oh my God, can I see a picture? Dogs are the best, aren't they? I'm like, yeah, I agree with you. But if you was, you talking to the dog, you was like, that is the tiniest. What is that dog going to protect No, it's not a protecting dog. It's a fun dog. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. Look at her little cute face. You say, okay, she probably got pink bows and stuff like that. Did you make your ex walk this goofy dog? No, my God, it's my baby. It's not your, come on. You know, just lightly, just, you know, not on the nose too much, but just, you know, lightly fucking with him. That's different than what a lot of people do on these dates.
Did you say
I
that
presume
you're
I don't
done
go
with
on
school
dates with
or are
dudes.
you in school?
Well, I'm currently still in school. I'm taking a break right now because coding, it can fry your brain. But I am developing my own game right now with my best friend.
So some black games, that's for sure.
Right now, we're getting the trademark and the LLC for the developing studio. So I'm in the process while I'm learning. So.
Nice. I'm sorry.
Really? Why?
And why are you popping your balloon?
Because I want someone that's already done with school.
Okay.
And how much do you have left of school?
I just got a year left. Yeah. It's an accelerated program too, so I go to Full Sail. So.
Nice. Love that. And I'm proud of you. Keep going.
Appreciate it.
So prior to, you know, you finding out he's not balloon.
He seems cute. Like, he seems cool, cute, very chill.
Thank you.
Yeah, like you give skateboarder vibes though. Skateboarder vibes.
Yeah, I agree.
I used to skateboard.
See, there you go.
Okay.
Ain't too late to get your balloon back now.
You know? Now, is she someone that's your type?
Very much.
That's good commentary.
Beautiful, dark-skinned women. Can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, that was nice. It's nice so far. I like it.
Okay, so let's head on down over here.
So again, like, could he do more? Yeah, there's more room on the field to run. He ain't doing much, but like, he ain't said nothing crazy out of pocket. These women are just weird. Like, you ain't finished school yet. Like, come on, Rufus didn't finish school. Devontae didn't, and the businessman that you was fucking, you know, all last year, he cheated on you. So what difference does that make?
Our last balloon standing. Now, is she someone that's your type?
Yeah, she beautiful. The black is nice and everything. The heels and everything. I like it.
Well, he don't like her as much.
All right.
I say you heard his voice go up. I'm sorry, you know, it is what it is. But just like he's gonna take, look, how many of these would you fuck over her? All right, in the nicest way possible. Like, she's like what, 1 out of 7? Like the last out of the 7? Sometimes this is what happens for you too. You got to ask yourself, can you live with it? Here's beautiful girl X, listener, and she works at a coffee shop. And she liked your voice, she liked your cut, and she was like, he's all right. But she got another dude she was thinking about, another customer she's really got a crush on, and another dude she's going out with this Thursday. Okay? But you put your work in, and she's like, you know what, fuck it. And you just start laying some of that man Max shit on the motherfucker. She start feeling good. She start, you know, being around the motherfucker. You were the 4th choice. You moved up to number 1. And people can move as men. Women, if she ain't good looking, it's hard for her to move, right? That's not her fault, though. You got to ask yourself, is there a woman that could move? Are there women that can move? You know, Stone Cold Beautiful is Stone Cold Beautiful, but if you didn't fuck that, what would help her move? And get off cooking and cleaning, because that's anybody. Anybody can learn to cook and anybody can learn to clean. So what is it that would you be like, you know what? All right. Probably a body type. Probably a similar conversational style, or at least a background. Some of you are definitely cool with. Somebody that's more feminine and girly sounding. Somebody that lets you lead, and not just I take the lead, but she lets you lead. Someone that's really excited to be around you can move her up. You know what I'm saying to you? Smart would move her up. Ambitious, but I would say dedicated and hardworking for you as well as for her. That'd be nice. Some women could be more Christian than others, or ready to, they just have a lovely demeanor and presence. Sometimes I like that grown black woman, mature presence when it really sings. Like Deacon Jones' wife when they come crispy. I don't go to church, but you know what I'm talking about. Maybe you're into older, mature blonde women that like to have fun and play on boats and, you know, still are goofy and fun, but you know, all that. Okay, well, there's some things that's going to move people up. There's some body parts, there's some types, there's some person. So sometimes you're going to be the same way. So you got to develop your shit, okay? Because looks ain't going to carry you home with women. That's not what they do. That's what we do. We fuck it. You know, looks, we say, I want to take her, right? Women don't do that. Oh my God, I got to fucking suck his dick right now. They might get the instant, you know, panty moisture, and they might really be like, damn, he can hit it all night long. Oh my God, I'm so excited. But what if that's not going to be you? What if you're Mr. 6, Mr. 7 to them? You know, it's get your ego out of it. Maybe you might fuck something all right. Don't give up. See, she popped her balloon.
So, any final questions between the two of you before
got a
we
nice
determine
figure.
if this is a match?
Do you believe in marriage?
Of course. Yeah, I was raised by my great grandparents, so seeing them, yeah, I believe in.
How long are we talking? Not saying
She's
like
looking
I
for
wanna get
direction and
married right
leadership.
now,
She's
but
not looking
more
for that
so
answer.
like,
She's looking for intention.
I guess like the timeline.
It don't.
Like,
I
I'm
mean, you
not
could
for,
sit there
like,
and say, I would
2
like to be married in 5 years, but the truth is the truth. You get 6 months, and I need to meet you before I start promising shit. I'm not gonna be like, yeah, I can't. I want to be married next year. Fuck that shit. But you can be like, yeah, I definitely see myself married. That's something I'm looking for.
Years and so on.
Well, I wouldn't want to wait long, but when we're both ready.
It's a very vague answer.
Yeah, you know, financially and mentally and emotionally. So.
Okay. All right.
Good.
She had more questions. It was too vague.
Questions for her here?
You ain't got no crazy exes or anything?
Oh, right.
And that was an insecurity question.
I didn't heard about Dallas. Oak Cliff.
Well, I'm from Austin.
Oh, assuming it's bad. He might be talking himself out of it.
Oh, you from Austin? Okay.
Yeah, I'm from Austin, Texas. I don't have any crazy exes anymore.
Okay.
Okay.
Anymore?
Yeah.
We'll talk about it.
Yes.
That was the answer we're looking for. He saved it with that. We don't care I don't care if she dated Josh Allen. It's gonna be tough. A lot of people can't take it. Their ego can't take it. I would look at it from this perspective. You have her now. It's tough to divorce. Like I said, if there was a nigga like, yo, he had a 14-inch dick, like it was just like some guy from Lexington Steel was dicking your bra down, I'd be like, you know what? But I have her now. We don't know her experience with Lexington Steel. And I've heard more than one woman say when it's super, super, super huge, it's actually very painful and uncomfortable. You know, the human vagina is 3.5 inches long. It's built for niggas that don't have a lot of meat. We turned meat into a real big thing. And meat is a big thing. It's not everything. I'm not even sure it's the main thing. But it's like double D tits or a real fat ass. It fucking plays. It's gonna play from coast to coast like butter and toast. You know, a bitch has big tip balls. You be like, all right, well, I'll hear what she has to say. It is what it is. You get what you get. You didn't get it, then you didn't get it. A lot of guys didn't get it. You got something else. You probably got 5 other things that are dope.
That's the energy.
See? And
All right,
or
I'm
let's
going
go
to ask
ahead.
my final question now then to the two of you. Is it a yes for you for him?
Yes.
And is it a yes for you for her?
Yes.
We got.
Oh, I like that. The difference in voices. She had a nice deep voice. Did you hear her voice pitch up? Let's just do it one more time before we do the hand hold. He didn't talk himself back into it. She popped kind of for a weird reason. But he's been good under fire, no? So she doesn't get looks McGee of the year, but the nigga is confident. He seems to know what he wants. He seems to have a very specific look. He had a little bit of chat for her at the beginning. He kind of got away from it. And he has announced that he's serious about dating. So she's like, and you hear it in her voice, she's like, yeah, I can see it now. Okay. And a lot of them described him as cute, so let's call him cute. So he's like, he's cute, but that was not enough. It's not that looks don't matter. What we're saying is looks are not enough. The money is not enough. The 6 foot tall is not enough. You can have a face like clavicular. It's great. It will get you in the door. It's not enough, and it doesn't seal the deal. We just like, well, I don't understand it. We've been doing titty fuck since age fucking 5. Or whenever the fuck we were little kids and started to like girls. Our brains only hear one truth. Looks make you want to do some things to that body of hers. That's it. It doesn't matter. It's so-and-so's wife, or it's your friend's cousin, or it's Mrs. Jenkins, and they've been married 29 years. You say, I'd beat the brakes off Mrs. Johnson. They don't work the same way. I don't care how many Megan Thee Stallion records there are. They don't work the same way. And she knows that. Because you saw her with Clay. That's what you fucked up. You started paying attention to all the fucking nasty ass lyrics. And you said, okay, she's just thinking about sucking dick all the time. And it turns out stability, family, consistency, attention, a man, being goofy, being myself, that all fucking played with a very beautiful woman. We can't understand it because all of that shit we've turned into pussy. He got a good personality. Pussy. He can make women laugh. Pussy. He can hold a woman's hand and treat her like a lady. Pussy. He doesn't mind going on a date. Pussy. He doesn't need to fuck the first night. Pussy. It's conquer or nothing, and the truth is women are very different. And so she's saying, at the start, you kind of lost me. I was in my head. I was kind of second guessing. I don't like it. But look at her smile now. Okay? That's a big ass grin. By virtue of being him, he got her attention. She said, you know something? I like this motherfucker. Have you ever had a food at first? I just had some I think I told that story about the cheese dip. I'm trying to think if there's a food, but sometimes there's a food I'm like, huh. Like I had a shrimp quesadilla. This 12, 15 years ago. I don't really care for shrimp. But this was the best fucking shit I've ever. I was like, holy, this is it right here. Okay. And then I've had other foods. I was like, this is all right. And then like my mother makes this loaf, and I've never, like as a kid, I hated this fucking loaf. It was just always this special K loaf. Just, I ate it, but I would never look forward to it. Man, I fucked the shit out of that up stuff. I'll fuck it up now. You can give me a whole tray of that shit. And it doesn't remind me of my childhood. It's just, I don't know if my taste buds change or something. I'm like, this is fire. This is great. Give me some more. I'll be putting all kind of shit on it. But this is what I'm saying to you. You know. So she's saying I wasn't there at first, but now we're like, she took you second place. And sometimes that is absolutely true. But what she's saying is, okay, I actually got to know you a little bit better, and now I like you. And we can't figure that out. No, it's got to be off tops. It's insulting if it's not off tops. Hey, listen, you're not going to be everybody's cup of tea. They might misunderstand you. How many bosses have you had? You say that person's misunderstood. I had a teacher once. Not a good looking lady. Glasses, huge coat. Glasses are thicker than a book. We had 35 people in this math class. And for whatever reason, it didn't occur to me you could drop out in high school. I did not know you could drop out of classes in high school. So I just stuck with it. I'm like, whatever. And we were down to 7 kids at the end of the motherfucker. And that lady was my favorite teacher. Well, one of. She was all business. She was cold with it. And I like that shit. I like that Hillary Clinton cold ice queen shit. I'm just like, give me the business. Teach me what I need to know. Shut the fuck up. I don't need personality. Okay? But I grew to like her. I was like, everybody else hated her. And I was like, you know what? I saw her as misunderstood. She was just a math dweeb. She was just a super duper math dweeb. She loved math. And she was bad with people. And once you understood that, you're like, okay, she's kind of funny. She's kind of weird. I don't care. It's all right. And she grew to be one of my favorites. She was just misunderstood. If I give off just a blank canvas, Oh my God. Yeah, I love math. Yeah. No, math was one of my favorites as a kid. No, math is cool. It's cool that you're a mathematician. In your mind, you're going, that's kind of fucking weird. Like, what are we going to be doing equations together and shit? But the truth is, she's a woman besides all of those things. She might not like Rufus at first. This could happen. This is a lot of the books. See, I'm good. Even when I didn't even want to be good today. Don't all the books, they warm up to the guy. Don't they? They warm up to the guy. So they don't like him at first. But what happens? He proves himself. He adores her. He has all these beautiful women he could have, but then he secretly liked her all the time. It's always a plain Jane motherfucker. I heard somebody else fuck that up too. So say, yeah, it's unrealistic to have all these plain Janes actually pull the bad boy. If you hate women, that's how you see it. If you just look through the eyes of a man, that's how you see it. I'm with you. Yes, a billionaire is not fucking that whack ass hoe. You be like, that bitch, she not even hot. I'm with you. Okay. Most women don't see themselves as beautiful. See it now? Don't matter you think she's a 6 or a 9 or whatever the fuck. She don't think she's cute. And once that makeup come off, I'm sorry. White, black, forget about it. I'm sorry. When the makeup come off, the bitch get real regular. She might still be cute. She might still be beautiful. In your eyes, she might still be, your cup of tea. But most women, when the makeup come off, 2 points come off. When the form-fitting joint and the heels come off, 2.5 points come off. So if she was 5 on the line when you was drinking, you're not going to like what you see the next day. If she was cute and you was like, yeah, I fucks with that. Okay, you might be all right. If she was beautiful, you're going to be good. She went from beautiful to all right. Or like really good, pretty good looking, pretty cute. But that's what I'm saying to you. So she's seen like, I got bags, I got fat. Plus women, the beauty is hyperactive because it's the one thing that gets niggas consistently. So it's the one thing that they kill themselves over. They get older, they get fatter, they have kids, they get stretch marks. I mean, it's got to be horrible, right? Here's where confidence comes in. Here's where leadership and desire come in. Oh, it doesn't matter you have stretch marks. I still want to fuck this shit out of you. I desire you. And I want to learn more about you. And I think you're a cool blah, 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 blah. Okay. But the books, they always warm up. The way you asked her out, that's dope, listener. That was confident. You was funny. You went for what you wanted. She fucked with it. Then we get on some of these dates and all the confidence gone and all the chit chat is gone because everything is a perfect fucking answer that you think she would love. And she expected to hear men. I like a lot of this, but some of that and it's just like any broad. You ever have a broad do something weird and you're like, that's just her. I still like her anyway. Trying to think about someone I have. Oh, what does she do? A lot of women, they really love their beds and pillows and shit. They get real excited about them. You'd be like, what's wrong with you? This is my favorite. I'm snuggled on all this. You could snuggle me. Like, what the fuck? I'm a grown fucking man. Like, it's just weird. Like, some of them, they'll squirt the cologne on the pillow. Like, it smells like you. I smell it before I go to bed. You're like, that is some weird horseshit. Like, what's wrong with you? But you know what I mean? Like, but you're like, that's nice, but that's a woman, whatever. We have that too. We might be playing Friday night Call of Duty, talking mad shit to 13-year-olds. She's like, what is wrong with this dude? This dude is a nice guy. He's a deacon of the church, but he is saying some of the filthiest things I've ever fucking seen. That's us. And she'll tell your kids about that. That's your father's. Leave it alone. Well, how come he gets that? It's just don't touch his lunchbox. You know, that's his. Don't touch his toolbox. You know, we never could sit in dad's chair. That was like the ultimate sin. Like that's the like his one prize of life. He gets to sit in the chair. But like my mother really enforced it. Like, you know, don't do that. Don't mow the lawn that way. It's just shit like, well, what's wrong? You do a diagonal. Your father's gonna be upset. He doesn't like the diagonals. It's just people understanding themselves. If you look at your father or an uncle or someone you know, they're very specific, aren't they? They know who they are. You know what they are. You're like, sometimes I like them, sometimes I don't. You should talk to your grandfather about that. Oh, I know what he's going to say. I'm not going to do that. Why? Because that person is him. Well, that's what she's saying. She's saying, I don't like everything about this motherfucker. He a little quiet. I don't know about this shirt. I couldn't get a sense of, you know, who you are if you're a wild side. But she's saying, I'd like to go on a date because I like what I hear now. The date is often a lot of what we think it's like, yeah, it's the prelude to fucking. Answer the questions right, pussy. That's what we think. That's what I think. Like, answer, do good, pussy. Like, we're Cro-Magnon. That's us. That's okay to be that. It makes sense that we're that. We're very simple. Like, yeah, looks good, pussy, talks good, didn't drive me crazy, like some of the answers. Okay, let's fuck. I don't need some of that other shit. They know that. So when we go out there, be like, yeah, I just want a girl that pours into me. She's like, nigga, you did not talk about that in the killer world. So that's what we're saying. It's not even about the flirty flirt. Sometimes think about it like this. Let's say, I don't even know what it be, but whatever it is that's plugged into as a man, okay, we think we can just say the line. So the line might be like the microphone string, okay? It's neither the microphone nor the outlet that's plugged into something. But a microphone string is pretty important. Well, that's what we learn. I want to learn the microphone string. I got to learn this. I got good string. I got the microphone cord. Oh, mine's cordless. Oh, yeah, mine does Wi-Fi. Okay, cool. Yeah. But who's it connected to? And what does it do for her? Does it amplify? Does it burnish something intense inside of her? Or does it die? And so the normal conversation lets things die. Now with her, she's saying, I see it now. I want to know more on the first date. We think that's all pussy. That's pussy. You were second choice and all this. He's going to fuck. I didn't watch it, but I flicked through the rest of it. None of the other dudes get anywhere. That's why we're doing this dude. So he going to be fucking tonight or fucking tomorrow if he wants to. All he had to do was put his ego aside, say, okay, I'm not her 10. And she had to pop the balloon. And you know what she'll say on that first day? She'll say, oh my God, I didn't mean to do that. You could fuck with her on it. Yeah, you was popping on me. Yeah, I was going to have to cry on a plane or something like that. Oh my God, would you? Of course not. Come on now, I'm a man. I don't be doing that. But I was eyeing you, though. You was looking good in that dress. I was like, damn, that's a shame. I didn't know you then. Oh my God. Are you mad at me? No, I'm not mad. You gonna make it up to me? You know what I'm saying? Like, you just fuck with him, right? And that's all it is. But what happened? He kept his cool. He stayed. He hung in it. And like I said, every dude went one with nothing. So you know it's a dude going like, oh, these bitches are fucked up. Then dude number 2, oh, these dudes are fucked up. And then dude number 3, man, fuck this bitch. She said this, she did that. And so he's like, damn, oh, you know, it takes a confident dude. So she said, and she was going to pop. She popped on him. He still kept his cool. And again, this was not his first choice. You heard him say, yeah. So they both not each other's first choice. But what if it works out? What if he's like, you know what, this bitch is actually really fucking cool. And she's like, oh my God, he was cute, but like, he's so interesting. He's got so many things going on. I think I'm in love. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Like, that's how it happens. Take the pressure off. Give yourself a fucking chance. And stop putting all your eggs in this motherfucker like she's gonna be amazing. He's in for a real treat when he goes to Dallas and sees her apartment. So it's gonna be some weird shit. And meets one of her friends. The friend gonna be weird. And there's gonna be a fat friend that's real jealous and angry and shit. It's not like he won the lottery neither. It's not like she won the lottery with your punk ass. Unless you've developed it like that. Most people, I would estimate, are undeveloped or underdeveloped. They don't do a lot of work. They just say, take it as it is. And then they find someone that they can let the guard down. And then he let his guard down. They're fucking pretty good. They like each other. They're attracted to each other. They can hang out with each other. It's okay. We have fun. We get it going. We go for about 10, 15 years after marriage. Then she goes, okay, cool. I'm 41. I'm doubting who I am. I'm looking for a man that still desires me. And you're like, yo, I've already fucked this pussy, 9,000 times. I don't give a shit. She don't look as good as she used to. She's always breaking balls. She's fucking weird. Guys think she's cute, but I'm like, you know what? If she divorced me, I wouldn't even give a fuck. And then there's other guys like, yeah, I mean, she's not everything, but she belongs to me. She's my bitch. She's my identity. She's got da-da-da-da. Okay, well, that's a lot of marriages, bro. A lot of people stay together for the kids. A lot of people stay together just because that's what you do. Back in the day, they stayed together because there was no choice. You running around. You was married how long? 60 years. Well, a lot of these motherfuckers, divorce was not an option. So they can talk cute now, but you don't know the real situation. Who knows each other at 19? We knew each other at 19. It was going to be magical. It was 19. Like, what do you know at 19? You don't know shit. So that's what I'm saying. We'll finish up and I'll be done. I'll stop babbling. Hope that got somewhere. It's hard. That's the game of love, though, man. It's so many weird people. They just not ready. They ain't worked on nothing. And really, like I said, you're dating a lot of underdeveloped women. And that ain't a lie when Red Pill says it. I don't like Red Pill, but sometimes they do hit what everybody's thinking. Like, bitch, you're underdeveloped. You're beautiful. You've developed nothing that a man could really need. And now you want to come with stank attitude. What the fuck? But that's people. Most dudes are underdeveloped. Most women are underdeveloped. We hit 18, we just fucking around and see what happens. What we're saying is leadership is an acquired taste, an acquired position, and will require you to develop.
My final question now then to the two of you. Is it a yes for you for him?
Yes.
And is it a yes for you for her?
Yes.
We got a man.
And the black women are happy. That's nice that they celebrate that shit. We be hating these niggas. Man, fuck that dude.
Make some noise for them, ladies.
Oh, he grabbed the over. Not bad. It was kind of it was kind of awkward. I don't really know what's happening. I don't know what's going on there, really, but it's all right that he grabbed the over. Give yourself a little space up to the side a little bit. You don't get to be all up on her. But there you go. I didn't have a theme coming in. I didn't even know if I was going to do the show today. Sometimes you're in bad mood, you just don't care. Thank you for being a man. It'll be the last time you hear it, and that's a shame. Because we do a lot, and we do provide a lot. And there's a lot of people bastardizing the word man. It's this alpha testosterone, only a man runs his head into a brick wall. Only a man, treats women like shit. If he actually likes them, he's actually a beta. Confusion. Thank you for knowing who you are and wanting to develop that part of you further, but grounding it in masculinity. and understanding that I don't know anything about the cute girl at the bar, and she might be nuts, she might be goofy, she might not like people who look like me, she might like me but just not be exciting, she might like me and be weird, she might like me and be crazy, she might like me and flake, she might be trouble, she might be crazy, she might be nervous. I'm still gonna go up and do the harder thing. I do not like when people minimize talking to women. It is not an easy thing. It is not an impossible thing, but it is the harder thing. You ever seen dudes just sit around a club and just kind of watch the girls dance? Women basically do the same thing. They sit around and watch people do stuff. And they talk shit and they gossip. And it's like everybody in the club or the bar sometimes is waiting to go on an adventure. Halfways, that's why you went to the bar. There's going to be an adventure here. Something interesting could happen here. And they just get to sit and we're mad about it. Plus they're underdeveloped. Now they're arrogant. Now they're cocky. They make a lot of money. They're still beautiful. They still have that one priceless thing that guys freak out and go to war over. And they're listening to people on the internet that are quite weird. And they say things that are quite strange. And they don't live in a reality of their own circumstances. But thank you for recognizing that men are often built the same way. And it doesn't make them female or feminine or weird. I'd submit to you a lot of the red pill is the same way. And even a lot of masculine men. Maybe we'll do one about masculine, super tough masculine men. Do you notice how submissive they are to men that are above them? They follow right in line, don't they? And we never really challenge successful men, do we? A successful man who's about his shit and about his paper, we would never question him. Never question his character or who he is or his emotional makeup or anything or his intentions. We say, yep, he's a good one. Masculine men often hyperfixate over weird things. You know, I gotta lift weights and I gotta lift more weights. I gotta lift these more weights and I need a girl that lift weights and we lift weights. And they're myopic in their intent. They're successful, but a woman is like, shit, I still want to get fucked. I still want to be sexy in this dress. I still want to have an adventure and go apple picking or whatever the fuck. I want all my girly shit. Can I have some of that? No, we're lifting weights and watching weights. And I'm giving you discipline. Some masculine men are using God to supplement the reason their masculinity should be effective. If you don't do this, you're going to burn in hell in a lake of fire forever. You're supposed to serve me no matter what. Plus now I need sex. Might be a masculine guy. Might be in great shape. Might be a good dude. So thank you for recognizing that a lot of people are not developing themselves for relationships. And not even really developing themselves for sex. Yes, you might have an argument. You say, man, the pussy's trash. She don't do much. I agree. She is not expected to do much in her mind. Guys act like it's the holy grail when she gives them some. Henceforth, they get on the internet and say, I'm the holy grail of pussy. You're my bitch. I'm like, yo. Thank you for recognizing the ego in people. Thank you for recognizing that you have an ego. And thank you for recognizing that a lot of people are on Front Street. Thank you for recognizing, hey, I'm gonna be a real one. I'm looking for a real bitch. You wanna get cute? I'm not in the cute business. But thank you for having the staying power of confidence. You still believe in women. You still like women. You still like conversing with women. It's a cynical world. And you've gone a long way to fight through it. And that's not nothing. And there's a lot of men with women and even rosters. They hate women or use them as like subjects in a fake kingdom, a rapidly aging kingdom that will become irrelevant when they're a little bit older than myself. I still got it. Age comes for us all. Relevancy comes for us all. You were a star then, you're not a star now. You're a star now, you won't be a star then. You'll be an aging old NBA player on a podcast. Who's Allen Iverson? Who is Dominique Wilkins? You say, nigga, what? Who is Tupac? Who are the Beastie Boys? Who is... One day someone will say, who is Eminem? You say, oh, Eminem is trash. Someone will say, what? I don't care for him. He's talented. He's the most talented rapper that probably ever lived, but I don't get it. Chopping their heads off and all that. But again, it's just like that. If you cut a CD, I'm not going to buy your CD even though you're fucking Marshall Mathers, king of the world. It's going to be some bitches that don't fuck with you. So thank you for not taking that personal. And thank you for doing the harder business. Not the hard business, but definitely the harder business of trying to inject some life in this club, trying to be friendly and talk to people, trying to get at her like a man would, maintain himself, maintaining the confidence each and every day. It's going to be some good days, it's going to be some bad days, but overall, hanging in there, learning, developing, having conversations with the mind, knowing what we look for, going to the spots we are appreciated. More and more in 2026, you have to go where you are appreciated. They got all these people trying to get your eyeballs, and they got all these people trying to get your money, and they got all these people trying to tell you what you should and should not be. But do they really give a fuck about you? I'll let you know right now, I really do not give a fuck about you. I hope you win. I hope you eat. I hope you do well. I hope you raise a great family. We met on the street. I'm not, it is what it is. Too bad. And I wouldn't take it personal if it was the other way around. But appreciation is everything. If you go to a bar and they got the music that you like, they treat you real good, there's some decent looking women there on the weekends, what else was you looking for? This way you're appreciated. This way you're supposed to be. Try new spots. You might be appreciated at that salsa night. You might be appreciated at that food festival. You might be appreciated at that African restaurant. You might be appreciated at that Vietnamese place. You might be appreciated on the pickleball courts or learning a new painting or something. There's a lot of people, and they're looking to connect. If you can turn your brain back on from non-cynical and see that people are starving to connect. One of the things I think I missed about Trump, because I still don't get it. But remember the rallies when they were in their heyday? That's just people connecting, man. Hey, we all hate the liberals. We all hate black people. But whatever, but it's a stadium full of people who said we're angry about something. And you're like, yo, I hate that shit too. You're like, I hate it too. And you're like, look, yo, okay, cool. I go to church. But do you see? It's like mega churches. Ain't no reason to really have a mega church. But it's I'm sure it's a very powerful thing when they sing or they all praise the Lord. And sometimes gospel churches, that ain't nothing but connection. You're connected to the music. You're connected to the pastor. You're connected to the word of God. You're connected to your own inner soul. So there are so many things within a man that we must begin to start to try to connect back to. Plug in back to your emotions. They're saying something to you. You've been ignoring them. What are they saying? Plug back into some of that pain. Plug back into your ambition. Plug back into your masculine side. Plug back into some of that evil side. Don't ignore him. He's in there. Plug into that devious side, that smart side, that slick side. Plug into the thing that tries something new. I tried to make some loaf. I made like a veggie loaf, and you see me on the picture. It was dope. I just made it up. I was out of stuff. I was like, I'll put it together. I was like, man, this is banging. You might try a new drawing or a new novel or a new rapper tomorrow. You might try a new food or a new restaurant. It's down the street from you. It's like 2 blocks from you. It's like, I wonder what it's like. Go in there. Get your ass in there. Get your punk ass in there. Go in there and look around like a fucking creeper. And yes, the Mexicans hate you. No, they want your fucking business, man. They might be like, yo, what's up, amigo? Everybody is waiting for other people to go on adventures, other people to live life, other people to generate conversation, other people to make the most of this town. But people are dying inside. And there are times I won't call it lonely, but I live by myself and I see people and all this, but it's not loneliness. It is though. Sometimes I'm not understood. So I'm like, is there somebody that understands what the fuck? I mean, sometimes I'm nuts, and I'm sure it's that way with maybe you. Sometimes you're like, man, I don't feel like people understand what I'm talking about. You might be like, yo, I'm saying some genius shit, but motherfuckers just ain't hearing the shit right. Well, you might need to just clean it up and make it so that they can hear you. Okay, the world doesn't work how you hear. I've learned that. I'm learning that on YouTube. So I got to change and adapt as well to get my audience to hear this shit. I can't speak for 2 hours. I got to speak for two minutes. She hears in woman. She's not going to hear everything the way you mean it. That's where the arguments come in. That's not what I said, but that's what it made me think. How the fuck could you think? How the fuck could you get that from that? I don't know, but now you're yelling at me. I'm not yelling at you. You ever have that one? Now you're yelling. Like, I'm not yelling at you. Now you are. Well, now I am. What the fuck? I know some niggas that never yell, and I admire y'all niggas. I don't do it a lot, but sometimes I just be like, what the fuck? Enough. But that's real shit though. Maybe that's not your cup of tea. You say, Russ, I don't move like that. Great. Flesh that shit out. Make it part of that leadership package. And when you stroll up on a broad, man, are you offering the leadership package on them? I got leadership, masculine, I got desire, and I got some freaky shit for that ass. Your boy is here. You want to take a part of this package. And it might not be the same thing setting off the same things in every motherfucking body. So if I got 4 or 5 different moves, I can get to the hoop. Drench that shit in some man sauce. Dunk that bitch. You painting paintings, then what you painting about that's got some masculine to it. What you saying inside from your soul, what you saying inside from your heart, from your mind. You see these motherfucking capitalist cocksuckers, man, they gonna have you earning so much motherfucking money you ain't gonna know what to do with it. But the soul and the light behind your eyes is gonna be motherfucking dead. You seen them niggas on the inside the manosphere, man, they was the top of the. But man, a regular journalist pull up and these niggas look stupid. You see them in their real life, they get down to earth real quick, huh? They just regular married niggas in a beautiful condo in Miami. You just regular. What's Myron was walking the dog. Shit got real regular real fast, huh? Your guru's the same way. He might be a pimp in the streets, but the all the hours of the other part, he ain't pimping. He a regular nigga, man. He ain't sliding up the mechanic talk. Hey, what's up, my brother? You know, I just had to come in this store because you caught my eye. He said, yeah, hey man, let me get these, you know. Let me get these 17s on the truck. Hey, man, I need you to do this. I got a ticking sound. Oh, that's going to be 328. 328? Come on, man. You ain't got that? I can't do it for that. All the other moments you're not with a broad, they expected that we're practicing and rehearsing, man. And so it's not a break for her. We just treat her different. We say, okay, cool. This that woman side. Okay. Not the woman side of me, but we say, okay, this is the woman side of things. It's the woman side of the world. What's up, ladies? How y'all doing tonight? And what you're really trying to do is nudge her back on her side. I got this. I'm going to be in charge. You know what? No, you're not. I have the confidence. I have the leadership and the vision. And I want to put something into your life that's dope. But I'm going to need you to go way back on that side of the street and stay right over there. And I won't take advantage of it. And thank you for listening, for not taking her shit for granted. Stop taking her cooking and cleaning and her feminine side for granted. She's not supposed to be nothing. You know, it's like if a dude came up to me, he's like, you're supposed to be black. I'd be like, I am black. That's what I do. Well, that's not how I want you to do it. You got to get in touch with your black side. He said, first of all, back up. The same thing with you and these broads. You need to get in touch with your. That's not how I think a woman should be. Well, you don't do it for a living, so shut the fuck up. So thank you for letting her show you her femininity. You might say, man, this is not even that dope. Okay, cool. So her version of femininity ain't working for you. That's as good as it's gonna get. You can change it, but you can only change a person so much. Her femininity might just be, I have to use my brain. I can't stay at home like this. I'm too smart and too talented. Wanted to be a doctor my whole life. I'm not giving that up. Well, that's what I think your femininity. No, you don't align. Go find someone who's got what you need. That's the other domino that we all got to realize. There's so much that really should go wrong in meeting a woman. Because the other thing is, do I even like this motherfucker? And is it what I want my lady to act like? She a beautiful bad bitch. She loud and goofy like Megan Thee Stallion. You say, you know what? I can't do all that. She keeps sticking out the tongue. I can't. That's not me. Nah, it's not going to work out like that. Well, that's a very valid piece of advice. Probably someone should tell Megan Thee Stallion, put that fucking tongue back in your head. You look weird. I'm not dating Michael fucking Jordan. But if that's who she is, then that's who she is. Thank you for having the strength to do the hardest thing that men do with women, which is walk away. And the other hardest thing to do with women is the ability to hear no and not have it fuck up your whole day. It is not easy. Because there are times I get misunderstood and I'm like, bitch, that was the wrong thing to say to me in a text. I don't know who the fuck you. But again, sometimes it's are you seeing it wrong? There have been a lot of times I saw a text wrong. That's not how I meant it. Oh my God. And like, oh, okay. All right. Oh my God, I was waiting to hear from you the entire time. He's like, oh, okay, well. You know, we want to call it sensitive. Okay, I'm a sensitive little sassy little Russ. Russ the sensitive. I'm not sensitive about much no more. But I'm sure I have my sore spots. I think I'm smarter than everybody, so man, that's a sore spot. But thank you for knowing who you are. Thank you for propelling yourself forward. Thank you for reintroducing leadership, desire, consistency, discipline, assertiveness, broad shoulders, classy, cool, fly, dark, evil, angry, all that man shit, but also can take a lot of burdens and put them on your shoulders and not overreact. You know, some of these players with the 10 kids, he ain't no joke. You know what I mean? It's a lot because he ain't no joke. And if he really kept a woman locked down, a lot of them don't. They just think a woman's a servant. But if he really kept her happy, that is a lot of burdens and a lot of worries and a lot of concerns. Almost every single day, someone's sick. Almost every single day, someone is sad. Damn. Had a grandfather with 8. Damn. They all turned out well. That's a motherfucker, man. That's some hard shit. Or did they all turn? Well, close. No one's perfect. That's my family business. My father probably saying this thing. Russ is kind of an asshole. But they did all turn out well. They really did. He did a great job. So that's gangsta shit, man. That's what they think man is. Especially if these women been raised by the real article. Like they seen it done for real, for real. That's what we try to emulate. Yeah, well that means you're gonna do what I say. That wasn't the job. Part of that was authority, but that wasn't the only thing that man did, was just yell at people and tell them what to do. Come on now. That's what we're saying. That's when masculinity is truly beautiful and a thing to behold. And it's never beheld in the moment. Sometimes you'll see it, say, yeah, it's a good guy, it's a nice guy. I think it's usually when they pass, unfortunately, the people go, oh, fuck. Like this dude was doing a lot. Like I think every single thing, anytime a man falls out, and hopefully it doesn't happen to any of us soon, the family is fucked up. The family's like, damn, the son is fucked up. The daughter is just crying to beat the band. The wife is fucked up. Everybody's fucked up. That's the guy. And I've had it in my family too, my extended family. And there's one, it's the uncle, and I did not see it because I always just like, he was just kind of but then he moved on. I was like, fuck, there was so much I should have said, because he was always in such a good mood. And I didn't realize how important that is in this life. And I didn't see him as a source of advice, but he was a real one who did real things. He was just such a character. I didn't take him seriously, but I know he had some man shit, and now I'm getting not closer to him, but I mean, that's, a ways away for the age, but it's just like, yo, you don't realize it. Women too. I mean, listen, your mother and all this, but the weight of a man is often not going to be appreciated. And it's going to be done so poorly on the internet because the stuff men do, you can't film, like I can't be like, yeah, my woman was cramping and I went over and took care of her, and then the next day she was cool and then she sucked my dick. Like, none of that is making it on camera. You hear some of these guys and she says, I'm cramping, I feel, but they're like, well, her mouth works. You're like, yo. Like, if she wants to take it there, sure, that's not her duty. But you're not gonna be like, yo, my lady has something bad happen to her, I held the bitch down. That's not on none of the shows. How to hold your lady down when something bad happened to her. How to talk to the bitch with the resting bitch face. How to get rejected 6 times and come back 7, dope as fuck. Like, a lot of the stuff they just not gonna cover because it's not cool. Like, when's the last time you heard a coach and he was like, I got rejected 6 times today? But that happens. If for no other reason than all the things we've listed today. I had a woman, I said something nice to her Friday. That bitch blew by me like she didn't even hear a nigga. I was like, yo, that's what we doing? I didn't say that, but I was like, wow. I looked all right, shit was cool. I was like, what's wrong with me? But that, you can take it wrong. You can be like, oh, that's horrible. But that's part of it. Well, they said Michael Jordan missed more of the shots than he took. He missed a lot of game winners, but no one remembers. Like, failure, fucking up, and things that don't work out is going to be with any dude. So don't believe me on the internet that I'm anywhere close to perfect, and nobody else neither. I said a while back, I think most dudes only go about 40% at the top of their game. I mean, there's dudes that will own the club, but all of them equally just drunk off the motherfucker? No. I did see one guy, he was nice with it. He had 12 girls around him the first day, but they all later fell out because they said he was a cornball. And he pulled like the baddest one at work too. And when he quit, man, she was crying. She quit the job. I was like, damn, this nigga was corny as fuck. But that's what I'm saying. He was everybody's cup of tea, then he was nobody's cup of tea, but he pulled the baddest one. Like, what do you do with that? Am I supposed to emulate his whack-ass goofy shit? Should I have the ebbs and flows of confidence? Yeah, I'm that nigga. But then I'm not really that nigga. But then I'm like, yeah, I got the baddest one. Like, and she was a wacko too. She was weird too. People said they was real weird together. He said, I'll tell you what he said. I'll never forget the line. Well, they was talking about weightlifting, and she was like, well, sometimes I like to go get a drink after. And he was like, just one? Like that, this was the nicest, like the dude that was pulling hose. He was like, just what? I was like, yo. Like, this was the conversation between the bad bitch and the licensed nigga at work. And I worked on a floor. We probably had about 200 people on this floor. He was like, just the what? And then he was talking about like after work, sometimes he goes to like juice bars and shit. I was like, yo. But that's what it's like. Like, that dude got blessed with like killer looks. You know, I think he was biracial. He's real ripped. And I think he had like the hazel eyes. Like, so he thought, I mean, women, white, black, everyone was just feeling this motherfucker. But he was a cornball. He was a cornball's cornball. So there are women that liked him and then were like, forget about it. And there are women that probably didn't like him at all. And then there was women that, you know, liked the look of him, but that was as good as it's going to get. And then there's this one bitch, and she turned out to be just as weird as she was, and they were both good looking. And at the end, I think he just went back to the army. He was like, I'm going back to the army. Like, that was it. Like, he had a bad bitch, like, and she was lockstep with the nigga. He was just like, I'm gonna go to the army. Like, that's it. And she was heartbroken. What do you do with that? What do you copy from that fucking story? Like, what am I supposed to do? Stay on your grind. That's what gets her. No, because when he was at work, he was kind of a moron. He wasn't nothing special at work. He was just decent looking. Well, that's what you get. He had to have the looks and to get, okay, yeah. But like I said, all the women fell out with him, and then he pulled the baddest one, but she was hella weird. What if you pull what if she's like real weird? Like, you pull one, but she's weird. She's into like stones and crystals and casting spells, and she's into like dark arts, and she likes like weird like music from like just really random music from other countries that's just like really strange, and that's all she listens to all day. And she only eats like a couple weird foods, and she doesn't like to drink, she doesn't go out, she doesn't like people much. She stays inside, but the shows she watches are also fucking weird. She watches soap operas all day. Like, if I described your dream come true, like, you're like, well, there's a lot there, but there's like a lot. You're like, okay, cool. And what you're thinking is, well, the beauty could put past it. I'll knock this shit down. But that's what some guys are doing. They're just knocking down a beautiful broad over and over, but he don't like her at all. So what do we do to say the perfect lines to get that motherfucker on the team? Again, it's not just gonna be the lines, it's gonna be what happens after and what you start seeing. The repeated behaviors. You know, a lot of these motherfuckers get real cool. Yeah, I tried to check out her behavior on the first date. I'd like to be curious about her repeated behaviors. I know there's gonna be some ups and downs. I like to see what the motherfuckers like when it's down. I like to see how we disagree about things. I want to see if she's real rude to people. I want to see if she fucks around with my time. I want to see if she's texting all cute and shit. Right? If she's getting weird and it's just goofy texts here and there, and we just take about 6 hours to get back from these texts, we strizzy. I don't care how beautiful you are. That's not something that makes me enjoy the experience of you. I'm Gucci. When I was a kid, would have put up with it anyway. This is what we're saying. Dated a lot of weird women. Dated a lot of women that weren't fully developed as far as maturity, weren't career oriented. Some were too career oriented. Some were boring as fuck after their career. So sitting there running up on her saying, I'm super nervous, it's gonna go bad. Could go bad for 1,000 reasons. And you can't just live in the she's way better than me mind frame of when you talk to a woman. She should definitely reject me. She's so better than me. I submit to you that she is not. By virtue of being normal and weird and insecure, and 3 dudes cheated on her. It doesn't make her a piece of shit. It makes them pieces of shit. It also means, bitch, your pussy doesn't walk on water. So we can be done with the weird, goofy shit. And you can text me back on time because it's 3 niggas who don't want to talk to you at all. That gets my goat. What was I sensitive about? Texting. You got 3 hours to text back. You know what's funny? I don't text back in 3 hours. But I do if I'm like, no, that's not true. There's something. If I know you a long time, I won't text you back frequently. But yeah, most times I text people back on the politeness. But that rankles me. I don't know why. I don't know what that means. What does that matter? What kind of bitch made shit is that? I don't give a fuck. But that's people, man. We need connections. We need brothers to start making connections. We need white brothers to start making connections. Get that judgment, get that hate up out your heart. Thank you for being a man. It's your boy, the DR, and I'm out.